welcome to Candace Speaks. Thank you for dropping in. Can you please subscribe to the channel, hit your notification button, hit the like button, and even share this with your friends and your family so we can all come together and have a wonderful time together. You know what I want to talk about real quick, Marlo? Marlo from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Why do people want to take her peach? Why do people just call her gutter low? Why does everybody say that her kids, the nephews, were a storyline? Why is everybody saying that her little speech in last week's finale was just all for sympathy because she needed it so she could stay on the show? Why are they trying to get rid of Marlo? Do you want to get rid of Marlo? Y'all know Marlo, old school. She one of our veterans. Why? Okay, let me just say this. Marlo came back in the day with Nene. Marlo is an opportunist, absolutely, because that's how she had to live her life. We heard about her life, having to live in foster care, being kicked out from house to house. This poor child, she had to learn how to make it in life. She found this show, however it happened. She became one of Nene's closest friends. Actually, she was Nene's sidekick. Well, y'all know Nene was heckin' nasty, and she supported Nene in everything she did. She did. She supported everything. Nasty with nasty. And then what happened was when Kenya and Nene were fighting and she became friends with Kenya, woo, and y'all know how cold-blooded Nene could be, honey, because she was running the show. And what Nene said went. And they were actually running behind her like little puppies, like all of them. When Marlo became her friend, she cut Marlo off. Woo, honey, Marlo was in a panic. She was in a panic because that was her bread and butter. She was always going to come back with Nene. And now she's here with Kenya, who was also a star, though. So that's Marlo. She knows who to hook up with, right? Then when they all fell out, when she and Kenya fell out, when she told Kenya, I guess back in that, went in the camp or something like that, around the campfire, and she told Kenya that even your mama didn't want you, because when we say she goes low, she goes gutter low, and she does. You know, when she goes back and forth with Kenya, she'll talk about Mark, and she does gutter low. But don't y'all? Yeah, that's TV. It gets on people's nerves. She's a flip-flopper. She goes where the money is. She goes what's going to bring her back. When she was no longer friends with Kenya, who she hooked up with? Portia. She was on Portia's side. Anything Portia did, whoever she talked about, she was on Portia's side. She goes where the show goes. If you want to call it flip-flopping, you can. I say opportunist. I say that's how she was going to get her bag. And that's how she got her peach. So y'all know she ratchet for the show. She ratchet. But what happened was she got those kids. Those kids really came to her because of her sister going to jail and having a mental health issue and everything. And she took those children in. This woman was 45, 46, whatever years old, had never chose to have children, and took these teenagers in out of love, y'all. That's not a storyline. She loved these kids. But if people are so judgmental, because if you've never taken in somebody else's child into your home, especially in your 40s, you don't think you would get burnt out? You don't know what she's going through as a foster parent. I know it could be difficult. And I'm used to having kids. Okay. So when she decided she needed a break, she used the wrong wording. What she said was, I'm kicking them out for 30 days. Everybody got stuck on kicking out. Just stuck on kicking out. And then it's this whole thing. How could you do this if you know it's happened to you? But she didn't get rid of them. She took a break. And she sent them to her sister, another family member who was more than willing and welcoming to her nephews. People make too many assumptions. I didn't see anything wrong with it. In foster care, it's called respite time. People need it. She had those boys for 3 years as teenagers. Teenagers who started growing up, being entitled, busting walls, not listening, not following up. She's getting more and more frustrated because she had put her life, her selfish life that she loved all this time, just being glamorous, on hold, like we all do as parents, and put these kids first. But eventually they will get on your nerves. You think I ain't been kicked out the house? Has anybody been kicked out the house when they were a teenager? Probably because you got on your parents' nerves and you had a mouth and you thought you knew everything, because I was. Do you think that my mama didn't love me? No, of course she loved me. But I wasn't going to be running her house. Same thing. And again, she didn't kick him out. It was just a break. And let me just say this about Candy. And Candy, I hear you all day long. You want to go in on Marlo about kicking these kids out and how could you do that because this happened to you and happened to you and how you took somebody into your house. Candy, let's be very clear. It's not just putting a roof over somebody's head, some food in their stomach, and some clothes on their back. It's about time. See, I believe Marlo spent time with her nephews. But Candy, and I love you, Candy, but let's be very clear. Your own daughter, Riley, told you not to have no more kids because you weren't available. Candy, I don't care how many people you take in your house. Are you really available to them? Are you there? Are you spending time? Because how are you really spending time? It's always been a conversation. It's been a conversation for Todd. It's been a conversation for all of Mama Joyce and Riley. So you really shouldn't have been speaking on that. I don't know what kind of time you were spending to your nephew, but just because you open a door to somebody doesn't mean that you are being there for somebody. You put a roof over their head. Stop being judgmental. The girl needed a break. She was tired. Has anybody ever been to that point? The girl said she was tired. When she gave that trip that Kenya came late to and was really nasty. Kenya is definitely playing her role of the villain. She's being the actress that she is, because I would hate to think anybody was just that nasty and that mean. And honey, Karma will come back to you, but I really believe she's scripted and she's doing her part. But Marlo, on the other hand, is tired. And she really is searching for peace. She really just wants some peace. She really just wants to be a part. She was bleeding her soul out on that the second finale show. And it wasn't even just about the part about being fostered. How she said she doesn't feel like she fits. And she's always trying to fit in. Even on the show, she feel like, Candace has her singing career and all kinds of careers, and Drew's an actress and, Kenya's an actress in a production and has this. Everybody had, and then she really didn't really have a title. Like, what was her title? Again, everybody else wanted to say she was the mistress that made some money. When actually the girl has a boutique. She has a boutique. She has a foundation for foster ladies to give them beautiful couture clothing. And, she is a spirit that wants to help other people. What she needs to know is that you've already made it. You're on this show. She needs to be accepting of who she is and don't listen to the noise. She needs to know that she's already made it and live in the spirit that you choose to live in. Don't sell your soul for a couple of dollars, but stay on the show. So, yes, the whole kid thing. No, I don't think she was looking for sympathy from the audience. Yeah, a lot of people in the audience don't even want to see her come back and they say she's gutter low. But if y'all don't watch gutter low, if they don't put gutter low, then y'all always say things are too boring. You say Candy's boring. Well, she woke up Candy now, didn't she? Now, she was wrong how she did Candy, but she woke her up. All right? I think Marlo's doing her job. Bad news. Bad news for Marlo. Kenya don't want to be your friend, Marlo. And so what? Let her go. Let her go. Be friends with everybody else. Keep your peach and keep shining, Marlo. Stay on with your new mindset and keep your spirit full, girl. You're going to be just fine. I still like you, and I don't really care for the show that much anymore, but I don't really see the show without Marlo. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what y'all thinking. In the meantime, before you go off, can you please hit the subscribe button and the like button and the notification button so you can come on, because we're going to go live and we're going to start having a good time when we go live. But I need you to subscribe. Please enjoy this video and don't forget to smile, shine, and win.